and welcome back to another episode of What's Your Pitch. And today we have another exciting guest. Welcome, Leanne.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm really good. I'm excited to be here with you and to have this opportunity.
And what's your pitch?
My pitch is there's 50% of the population are women, and women carry trauma and everyday events that women go through in their womb, and it gets stuck and stored there. And then over time, it then starts to manifest into physical illnesses. So our body actually gives us signs and signals that it's not healthy, it's not well, yet we ignore that, or we take just something from the doctor. We never actually come back into the core reason. Why is it there? How did it become? What's my belief? So by actually working with me, it's about removing each layer of trauma from your body and clearing it out, like removing it fully from the roots, so it's gone, and you're then able to move forward in life. So the type of things I would like to speak about is there's so many different types of womb trauma. There's obviously the sexual abuse, but then there's also the experience from your first periods, your childbirth, if you've had a death in the family, if parents were divorced, just everyday cervical screenings that women have every year. There's all these natural things that women go through and other health issues with having a healthy womb space that actually gets stored in there. And then also on top of that, of the event, is also the emotions. So this is where women start to feel like they're not worthy, or they're not deserving, or they're not good enough, or they need to try harder, or they start to turn that negative self-talk onto themselves. So there'll be lots of topics about the womb, also about the inner child. What is the purpose of the inner child? Why is she holding all this trauma for you? So there's lots of different areas there. Also talking about the different somatic healing techniques that women can use to support themselves and to heal themselves. So the energetic healing, so what is that? What's it about? How does it work? How do I then communicate and work with women? And it's very much a collaboration rather than me saying, oh, you've got this and this and this. Sort of guide the women and they discover all these traumas in their body. And also it's about helping women to reconnect to their body and be aware of their bodies. And, when they start to get a headache, it's like, okay, what's this headache about? What is it representing? When did it start? How was I feeling in my body? So it's just allowing women to be really a lot more aware and conscious of what's happening inside their body and looking at the issue and why it started before rushing off to the doctors.
And how do you define trauma, like in a person's life? Like, how does a person, let's say, recognize what's a trauma?
Yes, so for example, if women have painful periods or heavy periods, there's usually a reason why that is happening. Some women actually have like endometriosis, but then it's like often women go to the doctors and are told with those topics, oh, it's just part of being a woman. Just continue on. Whereas they're actually able to communicate with their womb and ask their womb, okay, what's this pain about? Why is it here? How has it started? So they're communicating with their womb, as in actually talking to their womb, and also with their inner child, having a communication with their inner child as well. So it's about women noticing the subtle differences in their bodies or the little aches and pains, and asking that part of their body, especially their womb, why is it there? What does that represent? What's happening in my life that has caused that? So it's really helping women to be really fully embody their womb and to know what's going on and to pay attention to all those little signs that we get and be proactive in looking into those.
Got it. So, Leanne, how important is it for people to treat their traumas?
Well, the problem is if they don't remove their traumas, it then just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's a bit like a snowball. It just sort of starts getting more and more health issues, and it will then spread into other areas of your life. So like for me, I was 28 and I had a stroke, and they have no reason why I had a stroke at all. I had every test done, but then that was because of the trauma that I had in my womb from my childhood. And I was 52 when I remembered all of this. So my body and my womb has held all of this. So that's why I'm wanting to help women to recognize the trauma. And sometimes it's just pain, or maybe it might be grief or sorrow. You know, even women who perhaps have had a miscarriage, it's like letting them connect back to that energy of the baby in the miscarriage and getting time to grieve it, and to say, you know, sorry, and to forgive themselves as well with the process of letting the baby, the miscarriage baby, go. And so then they are able to forgive themselves, and their sorrow and their grief is released as well.
Got it. So I would say it's pretty important to, talk about the trauma, get on it, right, to get it treated. So what's your style of coaching or helping the person?
Yes. So I love helping the women with this, because when women first come to me and we first start, it's very much a collaboration between the two of us. So I get my client to connect with her womb, and even just to start with seeing, does your womb want to talk to you, or does it hate you and it doesn't want to borrow you? It's feeling rejected and abandoned, and because you're not spoken with it. And then it's like slowly building up that trust, so that your womb can then start to let the client know, okay, this is the trauma that I want to work on today. And then I take her through the process. I get her to tell me, okay, well, when you're pregnant, tell me about your pregnancy, tell me about going through into labor. And so as she's talking, we're clearing out and removing any of the issues that she had in her pregnancy, getting her, like lots of women have had emergency cesareans. So I've actually guided them through a normal delivery, and then they've got to hold their baby straight away, rather than the baby being whisked away, and that causes trauma for the baby and for themselves. So it's just like re-going through things in a loving and supportive way, or taking back your power. If someone had hurt you and that was stored in your womb, it's like speaking to them and just telling them how they made you feel and all of the emotions, so that you actually take the power back into your body and have some control over your body and your emotions and your decisions, and just trying to alter the negative influence that it's had on your life moving forward from that particular point in time. So working with me, it's very much a collaboration. I'm wanting my clients to feel safe and to feel nurtured, and that I'm there supporting them. They're not alone. And so it's very much paced at the clients, because when I connect into their energy and their body, I definitely am working, or we're releasing at the pace that their body can handle and manage as well. And then I also have a somatic healing techniques that they have access to, which they can then use all of those different practices to support themselves for the rest of their life. Basically, they'll have access to that.
Got it. And how many consultations or how many sessions does a typical customer want or take?
Yes, so at the moment it's between 6 and 10 sessions that women have. So most of the ladies have started with 6 sessions, but then they've sort of found, as we're getting towards the end, that there's still more that they need. So I would say it would be about 10 sessions. That's what I'm, after Christmas, rechanging it to 10 sessions. And then I'm also wanting to break it down into more specific areas. So women that have had like sexual abuse, it'll be more therapeutic. And then women that have got trauma, that will be different again for them. So just trying to create awareness, get women talking about this, and getting women to recognise what trauma is, because a lot of people seem to think that trauma is sexual abuse, but it's like everyday things that women go through. I've also had a lot of resistance, like my family hate that I'm talking about this. They're like, can you just stop? And I'm like, well, this is what I'm here for, is to break these taboos, to talk about these topics, to make it part of life rather than something that should be not spoken about or, kept quiet about, or very much like mental health and wound trauma topics that we need to be speaking a bit more about and making it aware to people.
Got it. And what's your next business goal?
My next business goal is to be visible, to talk to everyone, get my message out there, to wanting to work with a lot more clients, also in groups. At the moment, I'm working one-on-one, so I'm wanting to do some more group work. I've got a few guest speaking roles overseas in Paris next year, so that I'm really looking forward to that. But my main goal is about getting the message and the awareness about wound trauma out into the public, getting women speaking about it like it's a normal part of life, and also doing the inner work and the inner healing and removing all the things so that they can, not let fear hold them back, or not let self-sabotaging stop them, or, perhaps the family dynamics is holding them back, or their cultural beliefs, or there's a whole range of things that women often are feeling they need to let go of.
Got it. And I hope that these sessions are virtual.
Yes, they're all online. So they'll be via Zoom online for an hour. Then also after the 1 hour session each week, women have access to me. I use Telegram as a platform, so they're able to connect with me anytime at all, and then also have the somatic healing techniques for them to access as well, because it definitely needs, with trauma, it needs to be lots of resources to support women, not just have a phone call and then leave it to next week. And so that's my main goal for working with women, is to support them through the process and to help them as much as I can to keep moving forward. So that's why I've set up a range of different ways that will support them.
So in a sentence, can you help our audience understand why your services are different than other people's services? So
my womb healing and inner child is actually removing the trauma. It's going quite deep and digging down into the roots, removing each actual trauma individually. We look at each and every one, and then we also remove it at the roots, but also we find out why. Why is it there? How did it start? What is your self-belief? So it's like a big holistic picture of each trauma, and it's removed entirely rather than just, smoothed over. It's actually completely removed.
Got it. So if people want to get in touch with you or, subscribe to your services, how can they do that?
So they can find me on Facebook with Leanne Sheargold, and also on Instagram with Leanne Sheargold. At the moment, my website is under constructions. Yeah, just one of the other ways as well. It's and on TikTok, I'm there under Heal with Leanne. So there's a range of different ways. Yeah.
And how are your services priced? Are they premium? Are they economical? How is it priced?
Yes, so the group programs are in Australian dollars, they're $600 for 6 weeks, and my one-on-one programs for the 10 weeks is $2,000 Aussie dollars. So.
Got it. So thank you so much, Leanne, for being on What's Your Pitch, and I hope my audience got your pitch, and hopefully you have a lot of business coming your way.
Yes, I'd love that. And, I was looking at the statistics in the US alone on podcasts. There's like 47 million women that listen to a podcast every month. So that's a huge, big audience, and a huge amount of women that need this service. And I'm really looking forward to speaking with them all, connecting with them all, helping them to have a deeper understanding and awareness about their womb and about their body.
I totally agree with you because I feel like podcast is one of those rare mediums where there is no filters put on. Like there is no board or there is no sensory board that you have to satisfy.
Yeah.
It's like I can say whatever I want and you can say whatever you want. So
Yeah.
that helps audience understand businesses more deeply because it's not just polished PR, but it's, for example, you as an entrepreneur talking to us, right? Us meeting the audience and audience going, okay, these are my questions. And every episode, like we target to answer those particular questions that a person might have, right? So through that, I feel like a lot of businesses will get positive impact because it's like back to back positive reinforcement throughout the episode. And once the episode is done, so this is just a quick note to my audience. Like there is Leanne's social media links in the description, so you can just go there, click on it, just send her a DM, and if you're interested in working with her, just let her know and get into conversation with her, so that if you have any traumas such that she has described, it might change your life. Who knows?
Not who knows, it will change your life.
Well, that's Leanne's claim. It will change it. It will change your life. Any last words, Leanne?
I really just want to invite women to allow themselves to receive this program. Like I know lots of women are always super good at giving, but this is something that they need to allow themselves to receive and to really be aware of their body and what is happening inside of their body, and just to release any of the negative attitudes that you've grown up with or beliefs around your periods, around your womb space, all of those sorts of things. It's like I really want women to just allow themselves to receive this program and put themselves first for once.
Got it. So, Leanne, thank you so much for being here. And to our audience, guys, until the next episode, take care and enjoy your life.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne.